I'm not a backstabber. I always say to people, you'll never guess whether I'm happy or not. You'll know immediately. Yeah. If I'm not, yeah. And the knife comes face forward.
Peter Freedman, welcome to Drive for the CEO.
Thank you very much. Glad to be here.
So, where are we off to?
I have a business meeting in Double Bay.
Well, let's go for a drive.
That'd be lovely. Thank you.
So, how long have you been living in Potts Point?
Well, I came back here probably about 7 years ago, but I lived in the 70s here as well. It was a very different place, but also has a lot of meaning for my family. We used to do all the sound equipment up here, like bourbon and beefsteak, and in fact where I live used to be the Chevron Hotel, where I saw all these amazing acts. My dad did the sound, or Tom Jones and everybody you could think of the era. Yeah, so yeah, it means a lot to me, this place.
But for anybody who doesn't know, how did it come about, Road?
So my mother and father, they started the company in '67 after we came to Australia from Sweden in '66, and they started the first pro sound company in Australia. And I worked with them from when I was about 16, because my father was ill, so I had to take over, which at the time I didn't think it was a big deal, but it's quite a lot for a young guy. And then my father passed away in '87, and I took over. I was just 29 and thought I was a genius, and promptly managed to smash it into the wall. It was the late '80s and interest rates went crazy. I ended up owing well over $1 million then, hard cash, which could have been $1 billion, so I lost everything. I didn't go bankrupt, but I had 8 years of hell trying to pay it back, and from that came Road. It was just a chance thing. I had a microphone that I'd bought in China, actually in '81, modified it, and thought I wondered if I could sell a few of them. Didn't expect it to be anything. Yeah, from that, bizarrely, we've gone from that to the largest pro audio company in the world.
Your dad, so he died in '87.
'87, yeah.
What's the greatest lessons you think you took from him, like in hindsight, looking back now?
One of the things he always said to me, we had a shop in Asheville, and he goes, business is not here, the business is out there, meaning you got to get out if you want to do anything in business. You got to be out and about, you got to be knocking on doors. And so yeah, I learnt that when I needed to make money, I'd hit the road, shoe leather. So, and the other thing he told me, which I didn't know, bizarrely, I had no idea of business at the time when I kicked off, is profit is the name of the game.
It wasn't an overnight success. You built it into a $1 billion company, huge success. What would you put this success down to?
Well, never giving up, and there's incremental improvement all the time. Yeah, it's just a constant thing. I think of nothing else though. And I'm now comfortable with that. People used to say to me, you need a hobby, or I don't need a hobby. This is my life. Because the way my brain works, I'm a little bit ADHD, which is no surprise to anybody who knows me. And I just want to do many things at once. But you got to focus. And the minute I started to focus, that's when I started making success. One nice thing for me now, though, I work on tomorrow, so there's probably 30 or 40 projects on the boil at any given time, but I'm allowed to look at where we're going, so I can be looking at hundreds of things. Doesn't mean we do them, but I'm investigating it, and that really suits my character.
One of the things that you did was you kept manufacturing here in Australia.
Sure.
When everyone is doing the opposite.
One thing has always been with me, if you tell me it can't be done, well, that's a red flag for me. I'm going to show you I can.
Yeah.
And I then slowly did it. I'm hundreds of millions of dollars worth of machinery now, but I started with a hammer. We had nothing.
Yeah.
People say, oh, how do I sort of do what you do? I said, well, it's a lifetime. You're not going to do it quickly. Now I'm a smarty pants, but at the time it was, people thought I was an idiot.
Is there a moment when you saw a Road product on the screen and you thought, wow, we've made it?
It'll never get tired for me, never. It'll be in the US at the White House, and Trump's walking around with one of the wireless mics on him, and you're going, this is mind-blowing. I can't believe the numbers. I used to be excited if I sold 4,000 of something, you know, to sell 4 million and made here. Pretty cool.
And made here. You have revolutionised, like, you know,
Yeah.
like Australian made.
I make things that I want to buy.
That's a good way to think about
People
it.
say, oh, you think it's going to be successful? I go, no, I know it is. In fact, I've been working on buying a company for the last 6 months, and we actually finalised it today, which
Woo!
is amazing.
Tell me.
Well, yeah, it's a company called Electrosonics, and we bought a whole company, including manufacturing facilities. They're just near Albuquerque, New Mexico there. So we have 10,000 square metres in the main, with all the gear, and another 17,000 square metre factory next door to it. So within 90 days, I will have manufacturing facility in the US for everything I do. So we'll still be doing here, but what tariffs?
It's worked out well.
You know it. When we announce this, we are going to scare the shit out of everybody.
A lot of money's coming from that. Like, you know,
Sure.
it's $1 billion company. You've got a lot of money now. How's that changed?
A little bit more than $1 billion.
No, billion.
You know what? You know what? That's so meaningless, though.
Is it?
Yeah,
Is
who
it?
cares?
But how has it? But it has to have changed. Like, have you bought nice toys?
Oh yeah.
Yeah?
But that's kind of empty. But I buy art. I like cars. But the whole buying things, that's not what gives me joy. When I see a new machine, or I see the investment, like in this new line from Mackie, that's exciting. There's more fun in that than buying some new toy. I don't need any more toys.
Over the last while, do you have any regrets?
Oh, geez. I could write books on my regrets, but what's the point? I can't change yesterday. You know, what I'm doing right now with you,
Yeah.
that's what I can control,
Yeah.
and tomorrow. So rear view mirror, who cares?
Your leadership style has obviously changed over the years.
Massively. I've learned that you have to respect everybody. Nobody's going to be rude to anybody at my company or disrespect somebody. It's not all touchy-feely like that. We're
Rainbows
also,
and-
yeah, it's tough. I'm a tough competitor,
Yeah.
and you know, within my team, their family. But I also say to people when they join me, you join the army.
Brilliant. No, that's
Yeah.
great. That's
Yeah,
good.
I'm not mucking around.
No, I can't imagine you
Yeah,
are.
and if somebody is in competition to me,
Yeah.
I'm there to wipe them out.
So it's tough. It's tough
Oh.
love.
Yeah, I'm a brutal competitor.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you
And do you
have to
think-
be.
But that's probably, if you're that brutal competitor, that's how. Do you think that's how you've succeeded?
You have to want to win. I want to win. Yeah, I wrote something the other day. You know, second place is first to the losers. You know, so I don't want to hurt anybody, but you need to get out of my way.
Is an IPO on the cards?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, but it has to be something that then is real value.
Yeah.
So that if I do that, I want to make sure anybody who invests actually makes money out of it,
Yeah.
which they will do when we decide to do it. With no rush. I don't want to ever stop working. So I'm 67 now, and I want to drop dead working. And for me, the only way to do that is to list. You know.
I guess my last question is, what do you want your legacy to be? What do you want people to remember Peter Freedman for?
You know what? I don't think they're going to. I mean, it's just such arrogance to think that anybody's going to. So, I mean, I don't really care about that. I just want to do the right thing now in my life. And if I was remembered, it'll be by family or something. As I tried to be a good person. I never went out to hurt anybody. That's about it. And I enjoyed what I did.
Well, obviously those Rode microphones,
Let's hope so.
and we'll always see them on the screens.
You know it.
Well, Peter, it's been a real pleasure talking to
you.
you. I've really enjoyed it.
Yeah,
I've
me
really
too.
enjoyed it. And thank you so much for taking the time and joining us for Drive the CEO.
It was lovely. Thank you.
We'll see
I'll see you
soon.
again.
Enjoy your lunch.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.